Are you looking for a captivating speaker for your next group meeting or event? Book coach Ricardo Miller. His turnaround story is inspiring, and as a leader's leader, he is committed to holistic development. Whether virtual or in person, Coach Ricardo will deliver a message for your conference, workshop, seminar, or retreat, in the United States or around the world, that will be unforgettable and life-enhancing. Visit www.ricardomiller.com for more information.
We hold in our hands our destiny. We are responsible on a daily basis to putting in the work to become the person that we were destined to be. I've been saying day by day in every way, I'm going to get better. I'm better. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm committed to challenging you to take advantage of what has been given to you. You said, Ricardo, what has been given to me? You have been given a day. You have been given an opportunity. You've been given a new year. You've been given another chance. Now, what you have to do is you have to stop comparing yourself, and you have to now start working on yourself like I'm coming for all that belongs to me. That means every day, how you show up, what you do needs to really, really matter, okay? Your decisions and choices that are being made on a daily basis is creating the life you are experiencing. If you don't like where you are, you can change where you are. You are not a rock. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to play the blame game, and you don't have to allow yourself to lean on excuses that's keeping you back from maximizing your potential. Moving forward, it has to be me versus me. I'm not comparing myself with my siblings. I'm not comparing myself with those who work with me. I'm not comparing myself with those who live around me. I'm not comparing myself with those who worship with me. I'm not comparing myself with those who went to school with me. I'm not comparing myself with those that I've had relationships with over time. Oh, I'm better off with this girlfriend. I'm better off with that boyfriend. Be it as it may, you got to now get to the point where you realize you are responsible for maximizing your potential. You know, when you lay down at night, when you reflect on who you are and who you're becoming, if you're honest with yourself, you are far less than you're capable of becoming. You are helping more people to be great in that of the jobs you've had so far and the things you've done. Literally, you are showing up for others, but you're not showing up for yourself. And then there are people who get angry only to say things like, you know what? I've had enough. I am not giving myself to anybody. I'm not going to help anybody. I'm not going to volunteer for anybody. I'm not going to do this because they have just not committed themselves to putting in the work for themselves, respectively, knowing that their decisions for paying attention to themselves and the vision that God has given them, that's what you got to be focused on. And then everything else that you do outside of that is just gravy. It's your form of supporting and encouraging and helping to make other things happen in other people's lives are a part of the journey. You're not supposed to be just about you, but you're supposed to be about you. Okay? You got to identify your life's vision. You got to understand, where is it that you're going with your life? You're not getting younger. You're not getting younger. And the question needs to be asked, am I getting better? The question needs to be asked, am I getting better? Am I continuing to do the same thing and expecting a different result? Am I just having a talk of success? And am I just simply waking up every day with the understanding that success is possible, but unfortunately, I am not putting in the work. I'm not putting in the work strategically enough. Somebody said, well, you know what? I've been working hard for years and I just haven't had my break. It could be that you haven't discovered certain principles that is necessary for you to acquire the success necessary to bring about the kind of results you've been praying for. I want to challenge you. This year, don't look to your right. This year, don't look to your left. This year, stay focused. I'm talking about laser life-like focus. I'm talking about you paying so much attention to what you're about. Pay attention to your money. Pay attention to your health. Pay attention to your faith. Pay attention to your environment. Pay attention to your circle. Pay attention to your goals. Pay attention to what you're supposed to pay attention to make sure that this year, this is the year that you're going to take out everything that you're supposed to out of the month of February. This year is going to be the year that you're going to take out everything that you're supposed to out of the first quarter. You're coming for all that belongs to you because you have been given a chance. And you're not going to get your chance if you don't understand. You could be talented and broke. You could be the most gifted person that you know and still stuck on not achieving the success that you were destined to achieve. And it could be because you are not serious about becoming the person that you were destined to be. Stop playing with yourself and causing you to lose time. And when time is so precious and so valuable, and that when it's gone, it's gone. There are some people that would watch this, and they're going to be in the time and season to which they're supposed to be catapulting into new levels and new heights to embrace what their potential demands of them. And they're not going to do it. And guess what's going to happen? The purpose has an expiration date. Okay? Purpose has an expiration date. You can lose your window. You can lose your window. And if you lose your window, let me tell you what happens. You find yourself living on the porch of regret. Yep. Don't do nothing stupid. Wisdom is the principal thing. In all you're getting, get an understanding. All I'm simply telling you, success is supposed to be your portion. And you've got too much going for you to not experience what you were supposed to experience in every area of your life. This weekend on Saturday, I'm having a Reinvent Yourself webinar. You know why? Because there are people who would have discovered that here's the deal. I need to make some adjustments about myself moving forward. Everything's changing. The automobile is changing. Restaurants is changing. Business as we know it is changing. The educational system is changing. The medical industry is changing. Oh my goodness, government is changing. Why aren't you changing? Why aren't you changing? If you want to be around for the next decade, if you want to be around for another 2 decades, why not study how do you properly reinvent yourself? I've been teaching that a new season demands a new you. So I brought some of my friends together this coming Saturday evening. We're going to do a virtual training that's going to allow those who are serious about discovering what they need to discover to go into that next season of success. Guess what? It's possible. Years ago, I used to be known for children's ministry. I'm now pushing Effective Living, this life management agency, because I've discovered that there are so many people who they don't like their lives because they haven't done the work to construct the life that they're supposed to have. Excellence in living is a life that is built over time. You are responsible for constructing your life. Let me tell you something. In constructing your life, you have to understand things change. If you've lived in your house for a long time, you can have a remodel that brings that house up to date. And now you can have it gut out and you can have a more efficient system, waterworks, you can have plumbing upgrades. You can have electrical upgrades. Come on. You can have energy saving windows put into that house. You can have your roof and walls, everything adjusted, because 30 years ago, 50 years ago, when the house may have been built, it wasn't built for this time. And because you have the house in this time, you want to make sure that you're able to have a house that is efficient in this time. Equally so, you have to make sure that you are efficient in this time. You have to make sure that you are committed to being successful in this time. Your value shouldn't go down because your age went up. Write that down. Your value should not go down because your age went up. I love the fact that you can look at Barack Obama at 55 years old. He could say, I'm retiring, because he was a 2-term president, right? But equally so, we saw a president became president at 70. Okay? President, 70 plus president, retiring president, 55. So what am I saying? I'm saying that you've got something to give, and you could decide that, listen, No matter where I am at my particular age, if I'm prepared to reinvent myself, if I'm prepared to put in the work, if I'm prepared to construct the life I desire, the next season of my life can be the best season of my life. But don't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. As I close this talk out, do me a favor. Share this with somebody because it's going to encourage someone today. It's me versus me moving forward. But here's the deal. The person you're going to need to be in the future to meet the demands of the future is not going to be the person you are today. The person you are today is not going to be the person you're going to need to be in the future. You're going to need to be, you got to commit to becoming. You got to commit to becoming all things so that I can win some, becoming all things so that I can meet the demands of my generation, becoming all things so that I can find myself working through the seasons of my life. If I want to make it to 70 and I'm 46 years old now, Ricardo, will you still be relevant enough to meet the demands at 70 because you've chose to make a lifestyle of becoming? Don't be stuck in a rut only because you've not made a me versus me commitment. Be committed to becoming the person that you were destined to be. And remember, someone is assigned to help you. You're not in this alone, okay? You're not in this alone, but you got to do something different in order for you to get something different. Have a great day, guys.